In the name of Allah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Students, this is for the class 4th, and today we are going to start our 8th chapter, which is plants living and surviving. Students, in this topic we are going to see the different kinds of plants, like terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, insectivorous plants, and non-green plants also. And we are going to see the locations, the different locations where plants are present. Students, except the polar regions, plants are found everywhere. And plant kingdom is a very big kingdom, and we will separately discuss the different kinds of plants. Students, number first topic from this chapter, the important topic is terrestrial plants. We will see what are terrestrial plants. The word terrestrial means living on land. Students, terrestrial plants are those plants that survive on land. Most of the plants grow on land, like mountains, forests, plains, and deserts. Students, different kind of plants need different amount of water. Some get heavy rainfall, while as some get medium, and those plants that are present in deserts, they need a very little water, or they get a very little water. Students, in all these areas like mountains, forests, plains, and deserts, the plants have adapted themselves to live in those situations. For example, a coconut tree does not get a coconut tree will not grow in a desert, because in desert very little amount of water is present, and this coconut tree needs a sufficient amount of water to survive. That is why it cannot survive in deserts. Likewise, students, cactus, the most familiar example of a plant that grows in deserts, needs a very little or receives a very little rainfall. Students, let's now study the features of the plants that are found on land. Number first point, plants on mountains. Students, on mountains and hilly areas, we will see what are the different features of plants. Those plants or those trees that are present on mountains or hilly areas, they are usually tall, straight, and they have a conical shape. Like you can see the plants that are present in mountains, they are having the shapes like this. And students, these trees are generally flowerless, that is, they does not produce flowers, and they have seeds inside them. The leaves of these plants are needle-like, and they have a coating over their leaves, which is waxy coating, which prevents them from the damage of snow. The examples of these plants that are present in the mountains include pine, deodar, and fir. Students, this fir tree is commonly called as Christmas tree. Some ferns, mosses also grow on mountains. So these were the features of the plants that grow on mountains. Now, plants in plains. those plants that are present in plains, they are having lots of branches, and many of them survive in hot climate. Their features are that they shed their leaves in autumn, and examples of these include mango, neem, gulmohar, etc. Now, plants in deserts. The plants in deserts get a very little water because we know that deserts do not get lots of water from the rainfall, and the amount of water in deserts is also very little, so plants that are present in deserts get little water. And only those plants survive that need a very less amount of water. For example, cactus, date palms, babool are the examples of plants which grow in deserts. Students, the plants in deserts have developed certain features to adapt themselves in the deserts. Number first, they do not have leaves. If they do not have leaves, how can they prepare food? They prepare food by the process of photosynthesis, but the photosynthesis is carried out by the green stems. This is the first adaptation. Number second, these plants are having thorns. Number third, they store water in their stems. As a result, the stems of these plants become fleshy. The examples, like you can see the cactus plant at the date palm. These are the plants that grow in deserts, and you can see their shape. Now, plants in areas of heavy rainfall. In areas of heavy rainfall, plants remain green throughout the year, like we call them evergreen plants or evergreen trees like rubber tree, teak and pepper. These are the examples of the plants that grow in the regions of heavy rainfall. There are also some little plants that grow in these areas like sugar cane, cotton and rice. They are also present and they are also called as evergreen plants. Thank you.